Hello, my Revelation friends. It's Tim. How y'all doing? Listen, I have a message for both you and your parents. Some of the time I want to speak directly to the kids, and sometimes I want to speak to the parents, and all of it, I guess, is cool for everybody to hear. First of all, how you doing? Dang, I missed some of you. It's been too long since I've seen you. I love you guys so much, and it's so cool for my week when I have a chance to see you. I got something that I think is important to say. It's kind of been laying on my heart. So that's why I asked Jim to come in here and to take a video, because I got to get what's inside of here over to you so that you can at least just know what's going on in my head. And I want to begin with some stats. This summer was just a great summer. God anointed us with wonderful, wonderful tours. Between the two tours, over 225 of you went and had great experiences this summer. This past spring, when we were in worship together, average attendance, even before we went on the trip, was 125 on an every week kind of basis. Well, this past Sunday in church, there was half that number. And the Sunday before that was down, but I thought, well, you know, that was fall break and things were going on. And I'm really beginning to get a sense that I've not adequately shared with you how vitally important you are and how vitally important you are to Custer Road United Methodist Church. And I just wanted to get inside your head, and I wanted to remind you of stuff that maybe I've never told you or never shared with you. But I can tell that maybe I failed you, and that I haven't inspired you to understand the role of worship. Some of the manifestations are, well, some of you who used to come all of the time aren't coming like you used to. And when you're here, I feel like you're so distracted by your peers and cell phones, and I can just tell that it's not important. And so I accept responsibility for that, and I just want to take some time to, I don't know, inspire you if I could, and to get inside your head and inside your heart. So let's just get right to it. Why is sanctuary worship vitally important? The first thing I want to lift up is, and you don't have to tell Ron this part, but I think Revelation is the lifeblood of Custer Road United Methodist Church. Now that may be getting things out of perspective a little bit, but it really is just this great ministry to so many people. Yeah, it's a great ministry to a whole bunch of youth. It's important to the youth who participate, but the role that you play for the people who come to church and who see you up there, it's so incredibly significant. This is your calling. This is your ministry. This is your gift. Instead of just being a taker of God's blessings, this is your opportunity to give of what God has blessed you with, and to give to God and to the church. And it's key to the lifeblood of Custer Road, and I just needed to be sure I said that aloud. Number two, I really believe that Revelation is vitally important, and in particular, sanctuary worship is vitally important to your life and to your ministry and to you growing in faith. Let me tell you why I think it's important for you. First of all, getting back to the basics, just praising God. Why is praising God important? Because it keeps your ego in check. I'm just going to be blunt. That the more you give props to who God is and who God is in your life, the more it keeps you from elevating yourself to ultimate importance over God. It has the ability to where you understand who God is and the power God can have in your life, and it grants you perspective. So when we stand up and sing hymns, it's just not because, well, we've always done that. It's because that's how we praise. And sometimes I think when we're singing hymns, you're not getting that. That it's not a burden. It's an opportunity to get in perspective on who God is. Second thing, I want to move quicker so this doesn't take too long. Prayer. Just silent time for prayer. And you're thinking, okay, well, big deal, I pray all the time. And I just want to say, do you? Because I don't know that we are as great at praying as we say. And I think that we get caught in our own ruts of praying for ourselves. And I think we need corporate worship to come together when someone else says, have you yet prayed about the people that are on the East Coast and dealing with water and flood and fire and chaos? And we need someone else to guide us in our prayer life, to help us grow, in terms of help us become. we come to church for that purpose, so that we can be more than we are by ourselves. And corporate worship and sanctuary worship, that's the whole goal and the reason. The sermon. I'm so concerned that so many of you seem to be detached from the spoken word. And it's like you're getting used to someone talking to you like you're a teenager. No, Ron does not speak to you like you're a kid. Ron speaks to you like you're a person who's trying to grow in faith. In church, it sets aside people. I'm going to use Ron because he's our minister right now. But Ron studies the Word. And he brings it and offers it and makes us think about what it means. And Ron speaks to you as if you're trying to grow in faith. And I think the reason that perhaps you're disengaged isn't because God isn't speaking important and vital stuff about faith, but because you're choosing to be disengaged. And you've made the decision that there's nothing for you there. And I just want to say, yeah, there is. And I want to call you up for it and have you listen with keener ears so that you can grow in faith and not be stagnant in where you are in terms of where you want to going. Ron is there to give you scripture insight, to help you see things in a new way. Ron is there to give you living insight and to challenge you into who you really, really want to be in this crazy, chaotic world. Ron is there to inspire you to want to be more instead of being satisfied with being so humanistic and selfish and self-serving. Ron is there to comfort you and to give you peace when you're broken and when you're hurt and when you don't know how to get up and when you're frustrated. That's who Ron is speaking to. I don't care how old you are. That's an important message for all of us to hear. Now, so I wanted to take a minute and I wanted to restate those two things. Revelation, Sunday morning, is vitally important because it gives us the opportunity to give. But there is something in it for you. There is an opportunity for you to grow. And I feel like I haven't inspired you to want to grow enough. That I've let you be satisfied with sleeping and texting and not engaging yourself. And instead of me set the bar lower, I'm chunking it up. And I'm setting the bar higher. And I know this. God's going to bless you. Now, to all of you who have made Sunday morning hard on your parents, shame on you. No, you do not have to go to church. Parents, they don't have to. They get to. And for all of you kids who make it a struggle, and you cry and you scream and you refuse to kind of wake up and make it tough, shame on you. Because you're only hurting yourself. And you're only hurting your opportunity to be in ministry and to give to others. For all of you who come to church and expect nothing, congratulations. You're getting exactly what you're looking for. Do you feel validated? I'm sure you're not getting anything if you're not looking for anything. But now for all of you who come to worship on Sunday morning and expect something, congratulations. God is here. God is there in that space, and God is waiting to bless your open heart. God is ready to hear your prayers and to love on you. God is ready to accept your praise and your affirmation. God is ready to be inside of you and comfort you and to challenge you and to cause you to want to desire to step up. You are not too young to be responsible for your faith. You are not too young to be responsible for your worship. You are not too lazy to hope and dream for something more. And you're not too busy to make room in your life for praising and loving on God. Revelation is not an obligation. Revelation is an opportunity. And I don't know that we have seized the opportunity that is right within our hands to its fullest extent. So I wanted to challenge you. I do that on Sunday nights with music. I want to inspire you on Sunday mornings to use the music as a way to grow in faith. Now here's the beautiful secret. You will not live abundantly until you live with God. And revelation is a great way to grow and live abundantly. All year long, not just in the summer. So parents, I know a lot of this falls to you. May I remind you that God has blessed you and given you a great gift of beautiful sometimes challenging, and wonderful, wonderful children. Second, I also want to remind you that Tim Morrison, Evan, Marcus, and a host of all other people are here to help you and to be a part of the team with those beautiful gifts that God has given to your families and to your lives. Thank you for enduring the Sunday morning battle. And thank you for making worship a priority, because you're setting a great example for your kids and who they are becoming. Now and then, to all the kids, I just want to say aloud again for last time, Sunday AM is so vital and so significant. It's so important to Custer Road, so important to your gift for ministry, and so important in terms of your becoming. So I'm willing and I'm desiring to help step it up myself. So we have a new Sunday morning plan. And it goes like this. 8 o'clock. I'm going to crank up the stereo this coming Sunday. I've chosen Israel Houghton. I'm going to play it as loud as the speakers will go. And from 8 to 8:15, I'm going to have breakfast pastries available, which are different than anyone else will get in anywhere in the church. And then at 8:14, I put a lid on the box, we close everything up, and then we practice. I got to wake you up. So I'm asking you to get here a little bit earlier. I'll feed your stomachs and I'll blow out your ears, and we'll just have fellowship and fun and greet and love on one another and wake up until 8:14. Then at 8:15, we're going to gear up and practice and give God our best in terms of our voices and our attention spans and our lives, and we're going to prepare for worship like we've never prepared before. And I know it will bless us, and it'll be a great, great experience. That's going to start this coming Sunday, and so I invite you to come, and don't be late, because I don't want to close that box and then you be mad at me. So here's my special invitation. Come to worship this Sunday. Come prepared and expecting an opportunity to grow in faith. Wake up, not just physically, but spiritually. And prepare to listen to words from Ron that might make you think that you're not going to hear from anybody else. And let the music touch your heart, and just worship God as you sing from the hymns and the anthem that's going to have full orchestra. And then may God just bless you completely. To both the youth and the adults, it's great to be in ministry with you. I just felt like this was really, really, really important. And I wanted to take a special moment to let you know how important I think it is, and to share these few minutes with you. Thanks for taking the time to look at it, and I appreciate and love you all. See you Sunday.